I get it, you're staring at your floor, thinking about another robot vacuum, and wondering if you're about to waste another $100 on a gadget that just rolls around the house and doesn't really get the job done. We've all been there, especially when the marketing talks about laser navigation or mega suction, but never tells you how that actually feels when you're trying to keep a pet-friendly apartment tidy. The biggest fear is ending up with a machine that looks great on paper, but in real life just nudges around the edge of the rug, misses the kitchen spills, and needs constant manual rescue. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this review, I'm going to walk through what the roborock Qrevo Curv S5X actually does for a typical household, who will genuinely benefit from its features, and who should keep scrolling. Let's start with the basics of how this robot is built to handle everyday messes. The standout claim is its dual zero-tangling system, a pair of rubber-coated rollers that are supposed to keep hair and string from winding up around the brush. If you have a dog that sheds or a child who likes to leave plush toys on the floor, that system can be a real time saver. In my own testing, the rollers stayed clean after a full room run in a 2-pet home, and I didn't have to stop mid-cycle to cut tangled hair. That's not a theoretical benefit, it translates directly into fewer interruptions and a longer uninterrupted cleaning window. Suction is another headline feature. 18,500 pascals of power is a number that sounds intimidating, but what it really means is that the unit can lift a decent amount of debris in one pass. On a thick, low-pile carpet in the living room, it pulled up cereal bits and pet hair that most stick-up vacuums left behind. The enhanced carpet care mode automatically raises the brush height when it detects a carpet, which helps prevent carpet fibers from being dragged. For a house with mixed flooring, hardwood in the kitchen, tile in the bathroom, and carpet in the bedroom, this automatic switch saved me from having to manually change settings between rooms. Now, every robot vacuum has to deal with obstacles, and this is where the reactive tech obstacle avoidance comes into play. The Qrevo S5X uses a combination of infrared sensors and a forward-facing LiDAR to map the room and avoid things like chairs, low tables, or a random shoe left in the hallway. In a real-world scenario, I set the robot loose with a few toys scattered across the floor. It navigated around the toys without getting stuck and completed the cleaning cycle without a single hiccup. That reliability is a big deal because a robot that constantly bumps into furniture quickly becomes a nuisance. One of the more unique bits of hardware on this model is the FlexiArm side brush and mop. The side brush can pivot to get into corners, while the mop attachment slides out for light, wet cleaning. The idea is that you can mop the kitchen floor and vacuum the hallway in one go. In practice, the mop works best on sealed surfaces, tile, laminate, and vinyl. It does a decent job at picking up dried food crumbs when you add a little water, but it struggles with thicker spills or sticky residue. If your kitchen sees a lot of sauce splatters, you'll probably still need to run a quick manual mop after the robot finishes. That's not a deal breaker, but it's an honest limitation worth knowing. The dock is another upgrade. The multifunctional dock 3.0 not only charges the robot but also empties the dustbin and refills the water tank for mopping. The empty dust feature works well. After a full house clean, the bin was automatically emptied into the dock's larger container. However, the water refill portion occasionally missed a few milliliters, leaving the mop a touch drier than the app indicated. If you rely on a perfectly wet mop for every run, you might need to top up the tank manually once in a while. Still, the convenience of a hands-free dust emptying step is a solid value addition for anyone who hates dealing with the tiny dust cup. From the app side, Roborock's companion app lets you set no-go zones, schedule runs, and adjust suction power on the fly. The interface is clean and responsive, and you can see a live map of the house as the robot cleans. The mapping is precise enough that you can label your office as a high-traffic area and give it extra passes. That level of control is something you'll appreciate if you have a busy schedule and want to fine-tune the robot's behavior without digging through settings on the device itself. Now, let's talk about who should actually consider buying this robot. If you live in an apartment or a small house with a mix of flooring, own a few shedding pets, and want a set-and-forget cleaning solution that can also give you a light mop, the Qrevo S5X is a strong contender. Its zero-tangle system reduces the maintenance headache that many pet owners face, and the automatic carpet height adjustment means you